Hello, my fellow Blockhead beauties. It's your girl, that Wahlburgers Chick, coming to you from NK Airplay Radio. And today, my guest is Lisa. Lisa from Cleveland. Say hi, Lisa.
Hi, guys.
So you already know, girl. I want to know. We all want to know. How old were you when you first fell in love with New Kids, and what was the song that did it for you?
I was 10. I don't remember a particular song, but it was definitely the Hangin' Tough album. My neighbors were playing it in the basement, and that got me hooked.
Oh, nice. So then as you progressed with your fandom, right? Did you do what most of us did? And did you have like the posters on the wall and stuff like that?
Of course, of course.
Oh my God, tell us about your room.
I even pulled down this binder that I made as a child. It's full of all kinds of weird things that I kept track of.
Pick it up so we can see it. Yes. Oh, that's my favorite picture. Yes.
So there's like photocopies of magazine articles, even though I still probably have the magazine somewhere. Somewhere in here, I would write down the set lists at the concerts. It's too light because it's in pencil, but
God.
I would write down what they wore. Great way for a 10-year-old to enjoy a concert, but that's what I did.
Oh my God. So, and you still have that.
Yeah.
So now you're like looking back at your younger self through these pictures and everything you wrote down. I mean, it's got to give you some kind of giggles and like, right? When you were back there. Oh my God, that's amazing. So then you got to see them when you was younger.
Yes, I saw them 3 times, I think.
How was that? Tell us that experience. The 10-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, nosebleed seats every time. I remember waiting in line outside Sears for the Ticketmaster or whatever, Ticketron, I think it was called back then. And you were just happy to get any kind of seats, and happy that mom and dad took me and we waited outside in line to get those seats. Never would have known what would come years later. So
oh my God,
I was happy with those experiences then.
That was so exciting. So which one's your favorite?
I mean, it's changed over the years. Now, like as an adult, I hate to even say like I have a favorite.
Well, when you were 10, who was your favorite?
When I was 10, it was Joey. There's a page in here where I would write down my order and it would change all the time. I don't know why I did these things, but it's all in the binder.
Oh my God. So when the dolls came out, did you get some? Did you get the dolls?
Yes. So I actually have a bag in my garage right now that, as you get older, parents are like, take this junk out of my house. So my dad recently found the dolls, and I'm just kind of trying to decide how old my niece should be before I pass them over to her. I think she's still a little too young at 3, but she'll get them soon enough.
Okay. Oh my God, that's amazing. So then now it's what, 94, and the guys broke up. So during that time, what was going on with you? Like, how did you feel about that?
We did go see them on that Face the Music tour, and then it just seemed like out of the blue, of course, it was over. I remember hearing it on the radio and being all upset and telling my parents, and saw Jordan once solo. Never did I think they'd get back together. What a surprise.
No, I don't think anyone anticipated that, because 99 came and Jordan and Joey, I believe Danny as well, they all did their solo albums, and we were excited. I know I was like, oh my God, Jordan, yeah. And then it's like, y'all doing it solo, y'all might as well get back together. And then it didn't happen. So it was a little crazy. But then in 2008, they got back together. How did you feel? Where were you when you heard the news that they got back together?
I don't remember specifically when I heard the news, but I do remember recording it. on the Today Show, setting my VCR still so I could watch it when I got home from work. But yeah, it's weird. I don't remember how I initially found out. I just remember that first thing was the Today Show.
So I know that when we were younger, we used to bedazzle our stuff, write on the clothes, have all these buttons. Did you do that?
Well, I still have all my shirts from when I was younger. And actually, the first show when they came back, I outfitted our whole group that went to the concert together in all my old shirts. So that was pretty cool.
The fact that grown women can still fit those shirts is amazing. It's amazing.
Luckily, I was tall for my age when I was a kid and didn't change that much in size over the years.
That is awesome. So then tell us how you plan to go to the concert. Like most of us, when we go to a concert or anything like that, we have a ritual. We listen to the songs, we get our gear, like we get ready before that show. Tell us what you did.
I remember us all meeting at a friend's house. Of course, everybody had to pick their shirt that they were going to wear. There was a big group of us. We had, I don't even know who got this, but we had a suite for the first show back. Then it was like, oh, this is awesome. Of course, later, once you get a taste of the good seats from doing VIP and everything, it was like, it was okay. But that was cool because it was a big group of us. So, just got together for drinks and played the music and went downtown early and celebrated.
So how did you feel being surrounded by like thousands of other blockheads? Like, did you actually make relationships and friendships and stuff with other blockheads because of the guys?
For sure. So I'm part of a group called the NKOTBs, and there's about 14 of us, and it's really cool because we're like our own little sorority all over the country. And you come to learn, like, these are some of my closest friends. We travel and have other interests that are the same, and sometimes I see them more than my local friends because we just have so many other interests as well as new kids in common now. So it's really been awesome.
So what is NKOTB, we said? What does that stand for?
It stands for, and I had no part in naming this. I was not an MPD when this first took place, so I can't take credit for this, but it is Mental Pants Droppers.
Oh my God, that is so Mental Pants Dropper.
Yeah.
That is great. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So y'all need to get a bunch of other people and actually do that, mentally drop. That is so awesome. That is adorable. Okay, so then now you're at the concert, you're surrounded by all these blockheads. Now you said you got a VIP?
Eventually. So my first VIP was the full service tour, and that's probably one of the most unique experiences that I had because it was the first time meeting them. And if anybody remembers, I won the backstage barbecue that was part of it. So I remember us checking in, and I think there was like a check mark next to my name or something. And the girl at the table was like, "Oh, you're about to have a really good day." And I whispered to my friend, I'm like, "Oh my God, I think we got something really good." And, then you move down the line and they told us what it was. And like, I couldn't even focus on anything before we went back because it got passed around. So everybody in the pavilion, it was an outside concert. So everybody's coming outside over to us to like congratulate us. And, we went in first for the regular meet and greet, which was cool. I had never done it before. but then it was me and my friend, we got to go back in, just the two of us later. And I'll never forget when we walked in, Joey was like, "You won." And there's just so many like silly little things that I remember. It was probably, you know, less than 5 minutes, but I remember talking to John, and then I could overhear the conversation between my friend and Jordan. And I was like, "I'm sorry, I gotta listen to this." Like, he was telling her she looks like Bette Midler. And so we were cracking up about that. And unfortunately, we never got the second picture, but one of them, he jumped in front and was like, "Everybody say Bette Midler." And it had to be a hilarious picture, but we never got it.
Oh no.
So just lots of like random funny moments. And that was the first time I met them.
That is amazing. So, all right. So take us there. Take us there. We want details. So first of all, how did you win? Like, what was the contest?
They just randomly picked somebody out of VIP. And we had, you know, I remember being really on the fence. Two of our other friends had bought the passes first, and they kind of talked us into it. We were like, "Oh, should we really spend all that money?" And our parents were like, "Go for it. You should just do it." And so the other two, you know, unfortunately didn't get to be part of that because we did not all purchase together, but there were 4 of us at the show together. And, you know, I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it that I was going to meet them, and then we were going to get this extra time alone with them.
So you had VIP and VIP plus.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was before, I don't think Ultimates existed back then. You know, we were brand new to it. So I think it was just, you know, 5-star, and then they did this contest and we happened to be the random people picked.
That is awesome. Oh my God. So then the 10-year-old in you must have been losing her mind, right? And you was just like, "I'm in the room. Oh my God, I'm breathing the same air." Like, he's like right there. Like, I mean, how it had to be amazing, right?
Let's see if I can. The picture's right behind me.
You have a picture. Awesome.
I have it framed. I'm hooked up to cords though. And there's a glare from the light, but we wore the old school shirts. And I remember my friend making a joke because she said something to them about like, "Oh man, your faces really get stretched out as I got older on this shirt." You know, just silly random things. And that's what, 12 years ago now.
So have you actually seen them since that first time?
Yes, I've been lucky enough for many great experiences after that.
Have you been on the cruise?
I have.
Tell us about that. Which one?
Well, the one that got postponed was going to be number 8 for me. So
wow.
2012 was my first, and that, you know, I never thought I'd be lucky enough to go on one, let alone to keep going after that. So it's
so what
really,
was your favorite one?
I don't know. They're all great for different reasons. I mean, first off, you know, we go to all these amazing places that I'd never go otherwise. And, you know, it's about being with your friends more than anything else at this point too. It's a great excuse for everybody from all over to get together and see each other. And yeah, I don't think I can pick one. I can't even.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I can't even think like of a favorite destination that we've gone, because they're all cool for different reasons.
Right. So there's a thing, right? We end up meeting what ends up becoming lifelong friends just because of these guys. I know for me, I never traveled. I've never been anywhere outside from where I came from until I decided to go on a cruise. that was leaving from New York. That was my first one in 2014. I was like, well, I gotta go because it's right here. I don't gotta take a plane. Let's do it. Then I got hooked, right? You get hooked on that fun that you have. It's pricey, but then you're like, oh, but it's so worth it once you're there and you're having all the fun and you meet the people that you do, right? Then it's almost like a tattoo. You got to get another one, and then you just keep going, right?
Yeah.
And so now you have all these lifelong friends that become family. They become closer than your family sometimes, depending on the situation, right? I mean, it's just a memorable thing. That's what us Blockheads do. We're just like that. That's how we roll. So then now tell us about New Kids on the Block history. Like, how did that become part of you?
So it started, if you remember back when Block Nation, you got points that were supposed to earn different things. I was like, oh, this is a good way to earn points every day. So I would write a blog and get my points. And then I'm like, well, why don't I turn this into something a little more? If I'm taking the time to research all this stuff, why not start a Twitter account for it? So the Twitter account started in 2012. It's crazy to think that it's been 9 years. It's a little bit easier now because I do a lot of copying and pasting of what I found from previous years. But in the beginning, it was a lot of research. I had a job where I had a lot of downtime at a computer. So I was like, I'll look stuff up. So it's been really cool. In 2015, I was lucky enough to get Megan, who came on as a partner, to help me out. I think I had asked once or twice before, and it was hard to get anybody willing to assist because it was just too much to have to worry about logging in every day and posting every day. Right. So yeah, Megan's been a great help to the account as well. It's fun sharing the events every day and walking down memory lane. And then we had the big highlight last May where New Kids Management had reached out and they asked us to provide them with events that occurred around Memorial Day. And then they used it on their Memorial Day live stream. So that's definitely been the highlight of the account. That was really
cool. Is awesome. So then you started off on just posting stories, like, what do you mean, like history?
It's this is what happened. Like today, it'll be April 20th in 1991. New Kids performed in such and such city at this arena. That kind of thing. Or Donnie appeared in Blue Bloods episode, whatever, on this day. So I really like to keep the account very pure and like, this is what it is, and that's what you're gonna get. So that's
amazing. So then what do you see in the future for NKOTB history?
You know, as the guys keep doing more things, we'll have more history to post. And what I really love is when people share their events with us, like maybe a ticket stub or something, because, you know, we're not associated with the group or anything. It's literally us just doing Google searches. So we're not always going to find everything, especially sometimes like the international stuff. It won't just be on a list all the time. So somebody will send, hey, here's my ticket stub from Germany or Sweden or whatever. And that's really cool because that's something we wouldn't have found on our own, maybe. So I really would encourage people, you know, if you have a date that you want to share that we missed, please let us know and we'll retweet you and give you the credit.
So where can they find you?
We are on Twitter at NKOTB History 1.
Nice. Thank you for that. Thank you. So now I say the same thing. We're not affiliated with the guys. We're not affiliated with Wahlburgers. This is strictly for the fans, by the fans. However, if they should see this video, what's your message to the guys?
I'd just like to say, you know, thank you for all the amazing memories and all the friends that I've made along the way. I think my life would be very different had they not come back in 2008. It's definitely had a lot more excitement and adventure thanks to them.
Yes, girl. Thank you for sharing your story with us. It's awesome.
Thank you.
For any other blockhead that wants to come and share their story, you already know to hit up your girl, that Wahlburgers Chick, for NK Play, and then just come and tell us your story. Even if you think you don't have one, everyone has one. We all started when we were itty bitty kids, and we're grown women, and we're still screaming like we're itty bitty kids, and that's just like what we do, right? So until then, my blockheads, okay, stay safe, stay humble, and as always, stay fabulous. Do it with me, girl. Fabulous. Yes. I love you all. Thank you so much. Say bye.
Bye.